Whitbread Gold Cup is running, and it's Don Samurai on the inside with the green cap. Carroll's Crusader already being niggled along, yet to come to the first of the 24 fences. They're at it now. Cool Dawn, the Gold Cup winner, on the outside. We've got a couple of fallers at the first, and one was Go Ballistic and the other St Millions Fairway. Those two are out of it. Come down towards the first ditch. Carroll's Crusader and Cool Dawn are stride for stride, and Cool Dawn just gains the day. And at this ditch, Kamikaze and Eudipe got a bit close. Hard Wolf sits at the back. Horse and jockeys appear to be okay after that fall, and it's Cool Dawn that leads by a length. Carroll's Crusader sits in second, Sam Lee in third, and Celtic Abbey in four, and then call it a day with Court Melody on the outside sharing a midfield position with Scott and Banks, then Kamikaze, Eudipe, Don Samurai, Fine Thyne, then Winter Bell with towards the back of this stage Lively Night, Wolf, Tell the Nipple, Caribou Gold, and Hill Walker also out the back as they continue to race away. And towards the third, Tony Dobbin has got back onto Go Ballistic, hitching a ride, but they swing right-handed then and race downhill towards the third, and as they go there, they're taken by the Gold Cup winner, Cool Dawn. To Carroll's Crusader and Sam Lee, and this quartet are 2 or 3 lengths ahead of Scott and Banks, moving through the inside of Celtic Abbey with Court Melody out wide. Then Call It a Day and Eudipe and Kamikaze and Don Samurai as they leap the third. But Don Samurai was a little bit awkward and a little bit low. Hard Wolf still sits at the back, and they swing right-handed towards the back straight. And the roar you can hear in the background is for the top weight Go Ballistic, just cantering back, none the worse for that fall. Into the back straight then, and it's Cool Dawn who leads, comes to it, pops over it well. To Carroll's Crusader, who sits in second, they're all over that one. Then in third is Court Melody, and then Sam Lee, followed by Celtic Abbey and Eudipe, and on the outside of Eudipe is Called It a Day. Then we have Scott and Banks, followed through by Caribou Gold, the Fine Thyne, and Lively Night as they take the next one. Hill Walk a little bit awkward, and Don Samurai isn't liking things too much. He's at the back of the pack now as they head down towards the next one, which is the 7th, and as they come to it, it's a water jump here, and it's Cool Dawn that leads. Cool Dawn leading then by a length or so to Sam Lee, the inside of Carroll's Crusader and Court Melody, and up on the outside is Celtic Abbey. Then we've got Eudipe behind these, and then Lively Night hunting along midfield following Call It a Day. Caribou Gold the inside, one of the greys, Kamikaze, towards the back. Don Samurai and Chris Moore pushing that one along at the back of the pack as they take the first of the railway fences. Winter Bell is in arrears, but it's Cool Dawn that leads. What a bold front-running ride under Andrew Thornton, has the edge. Begin the turn out of the back straight now, and it's Cool Dawn leading. Carroll's Crusader, Court Melody on the outside. Sam Lee much, much closer today than he has been in these previous races, so these visors having a galvanizing effect on the horse. Celtic Abbey follows, and then Called It a Day, Caribou Gold and Eudipe, and then Lively Night with Scott and Banks the inside. Cool Dawn, the 5-to-1 favourite, has the edge as they come down towards the 11th, the pond fence for the first time. They've nearly completed a circuit of the track here at Sandown in the Whitbread Gold Cup, and it's Cool Dawn who leads as they come into this, the 11th. The Carroll's Crusader, very little change amongst the front two. Sam Lee is in third, and they've got 2 miles left to go. Don Samurai are looking out of it as they turn towards what was their first, is the 12th, will be the 23rd next time round, and it's Cool Dawn who leads. To Carroll's Crusader and Sam Lee in third, and Celtic Abbey and Court Melody wide. Then we've got Call It a Day hunting along nicely. Caribou Gold the inside, Fine Thyne, Eudipe, Hill Walk, Tell the Nipper, and then Scott and Banks, Hard Wolf, Kamikaze, and the the outside of Winter Bell is in front of Don Samurai. Celtic Abbey, a slight mistake at that ditch, and so the order as they pass us, 20 lengths between the leader and the last, and that leader is Cool Dawn, 2 lengths and a half back to Carroll's Crusader, still moving well the outside. Court Melody, Sam Lee, the inner there, the front 4, then Eudipe, Celtic Abbey and Call It a Day, followed by Lively Night and Caribou Gold and Fine Thyne, and then Hill Walk, and then Tell the Nipper, and then Scott and Banks and Kamikaze, and Hard Wolf and Winter Bell, and still at the back of the pack is Don Samurai, but these jump jockeys just do not give up, and he's riding that one for all his worth, is Chris Maud. Right at the bottom of the picture there, but chances surely for Lord. They swing right-handed down towards the next, the 14th, and it's Cool Dawn that leads to, in second place, Sam Lee, the inside of Carroll's Crusader, and still fourth on the outer is Court Melody. These Little choose between them, then Call It a Day making ground. Caribou Gold, look to the left, that's the dark sleeve jacket of Caribou Gold, worn by Norman Williamson. Eudipe and champion jockey Tony McCoy has already earned $1.5 million, and he just pulls a pair of goggles down to get a clearer view of the front. And what he sees in front of him is a Gold Cup winner in Cool Dawn, who leads as they take the final row down the back straight in this marathon, the Whitbread Gold Cup. But Cool Dawn is over safely, and then Court Melody in second, and then Carol's Crusader and Sam Lee, then Eudipe and Fine Thyne, and Call It a Day is making ground. Caribou Gold kicked into a good jump through on the inside, then Tell the Nipper, and after that one comes Lively Night. I think we can forget Our Wolf and Kamikaze, and also Winter Bell as they take the last ditch on the far side. Also dropping away is Celtic Abbey, and Scott and Banks is well out of it, and so too Hill Walk. But concentrating on the leaders, any one of a dozen could take this, but they've got to get past a Gold Cup winner in Cool Dawn. 22 pounds better off in this than he will be in future handicaps. But look at this, Call It a Day makes ground. Scott and Banks is pulling up. They go down towards the first of the three railway fences. This is 6 from home, and it's Cool Dawn with Call It a Day. Both white sleeve jackets, they're 1 and 2. Wide on the course in the yellow cap is Court Melody. Caribou Gold getting closer. Sam Lee's bang there for Ireland. Tell the Nipper's coming with a run. Fine Thyne is with a run too, and Cool Dawn is being ridden along and passed there by Call It a Day. This is 4 from home. Call It a Day on the outside. Court Melody, none going better than the pink of Fine Thyne. Then Cool Dawn, Tell the Nipper, Eudipe behind these, and then making ground on the outside is Lively Night with the white sleeve jacket. Kamikaze starts to run, then Caribou Gold ridden along. Sam Lee for all his worth, but up front it's Call It a Day on the inside of Court Melody. These sip 1 and 2. Fine Thyne in pink is back in third. Then Eudipe with champion jockey Tony McCoy. Then we've got Tell the Nipper, and they come down towards the third last in the Whitbread Gold Cup. On the left, it's Call It a Day for Adrian Maguire. He won the Stackers Casino Scottish National last week. Can he take the Whitbread? He's in the lead of half a length over Fine Thyne in second. Would you believe it? This is a repeat of last week's Scottish National. Mick Fitzgerald and Adrian Maguire are leading in the Whitbread as they come down towards the second last. Call It a Day on the left. On the right is Fine Thyne, and Fine Thyne just takes the lead there to Call It a Day. Eudipe in third and Caribou Gold, and then Tell the Nipper and Court Melody, and then Sam Lee. But with one more fence to jump in the 42nd Whitbread Gold Cup, it's Fine Thyne, but Call It a Day is rallying. They're in the air together. They touch down together, and it's Call It a Day and Fine Thyne, and Call It a Day is raising the roof here as he goes on under Adrian Maguire. The second gigantic win within 8 days, but it's Call It a Day who takes the Whitbread. Adrian Maguire and David Nicholson. Call It a Day have won. Fine Thyne is second. Eudipe is third. Caribou Gold in 4, and then Tell the Nipper 5. Sam Lee comes home 6, and then Kamikaze 7. Then Carol's Crusader in 8th place, and behind that one of the last to finish was Lively Night. Looking down the pack, I can tell you that the Gold Cup winner, Cool Dawn, was pulled up. Don Samurai pulled up. Hill Walk pulled up, and Celtic Abbey was pulled up. And so at 8 to 1, the winner of this emotive Whitbread Gold Cup is number 7 on the card. That's Call It a Day in the colours of Mrs. Jane Lane. Trained by David Nicholson, who now joins the likes of Josh Gifford and Stan Mellor as the 3 brave, true men to ride and train a winner of the Whitbread Gold Cup. And Adrian Maguire on another big payday, a £60,000 race, this don't forget. But it's most important that Call It a Day has paid the dividend. Second horse home is number 11, Fine Thyne. Mick Fitzgerald again second fiddle to one of his best muckers in Adrian Maguire. That's slightly ironic. Third horse home is Eudipe. Placed again for Pipe and Johnson, and this time ridden by Tony McCoy. Fourth horse home was number 17, Caribou Gold, and that one was ridden by Norman Williamson. Here's the hero.
Well, you think back a month at Cheltenham, he looked wiped out on the floor. They put the screens up around Adrian Maguire, concussed, broken the collarbone, and a month down the road, and inside the space of 7 days, he's taken the Scottish National and now the Whitbread, giving this horse a really tremendous ride. He was headed at one stage by Fine Thyne, never out of the first 4 or 5 on Call It a Day, who jumped from fence to fence. And this was another thrilling finish, John.
Wonderful finish and a wonderful change of fortune for Adrian Maguire, who's waited so long and patiently. 3 National Hunt meetings he's missed for various reasons. As a matter of fact, he just got that one wrong. second or third last, but that was the only mistake he made when it mattered. And as you see, now asking for everything. Bingo! The last is all right, and up the Sandown Hill, Thyne can't do anything about it. A tremendously popular victory for Adrian Maguire, a man who, well, maybe he won't be champion jockey while Tony McCoy is about with Mr. Pipe, but he deserves to be.
Magnificent shots overhead from the helicopter there on that caller today, who was 10-1 when betting opened earlier in the week, a 9-1 chance in the offices this morning, 9-1 it opened on the course returned, the 8-1 joint third favourite, that caller today, beats Fine Time, a 16-1 chance. Third was Eudipe, also an 8-1 joint third favourite, with Caribou Gold fourth at 6-1. They sent Cool Dawn off, the 5-1 favourite, and that's a dreadful each-way result for many off-course bookmakers, with fancied horses Eudipe placed, Caribou Gold placed, and of course Caller Today winning the races, giving David Nicholson his first Whitbread as a trainer, though he rode Millhouse to win in 1967. Adrian Maguire at his strongest there, his first, and the owner, Mrs. Jane Lane, her son Simon's in the